News Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
Well, we had a beautiful day around the area, and I'm starting out here to show you the Tamarack camera, and you can see all of the clouds from 7 o'clock this morning, and then notice what happens during the day. You get the sunshine out through there. Most of this is fair weather clouds, and we're not going to be seeing any thunderstorms, but just some beautiful scenery as you look at the top of the resort down into the valley. Here's what's going to be taking place. First of all, we have a southwesterly flow, so it's going to continue to warm up here for the next few days. It's going to go up not a lot, but probably about the next 4 or 5 days. Hit or miss storms at times. I'm going to show you that right away. But generally, we're going to be looking at warm and dry in the long term. And you know, in this, when we talk about the storms, some of you will not even see any storms here over the next few days. But I do have to show you this. As you look at the northwest, you see Idaho along through here. We talked about some of the storms down here toward Twin Falls. They will be moving out of the area for this evening, so it dries up everywhere. We have a little moisture in the atmosphere, so you notice once again that later tomorrow there will be a chance or a slight chance of a shower or an isolated thunderstorm, but that means that not everyone will see it, but we just have the atmosphere for that. And as you notice that kind of decrease, and even when we go into Thursday, it's up here again with some of the afternoon heating. So we're not going to be getting a blast in the way of storms that will be moving through the area, but they'll be very isolated around the area just to let you know that they're there. But the temperatures will start warming up just a little above what we had today. Now we had 84 degrees and the average is at 84. Isn't this something? 57 the low this morning. Average low is 56 degrees, so we're spot on as far as the average at this time. And it's kind of nice to see because we're falling with the temperatures. As you remember, summertime stuck around in some of those upper 90s. That was just last week. Now, as we get into this week, you can see that the temperatures started to drop, but now they're kind of on their way up. And I can show you this in the 10-day temperature trend. You see that the temperatures will stay probably about 4 or 5 degrees warmer than what we had today. So it stays that way clear through next Monday. But after next Monday, see what happens? We're starting to look at some of those temperatures drop. And even the nighttime lows are going to be dropping too, to where we could be seeing some really chilly evenings. You may have noticed that already with some of these lows that are down around 60 degrees. But then as you get into next Wednesday, that is of the following week, you see some of these temperatures dropping down into the mid-50s, which means that we could actually be in for some chilly mornings. And usually when you see that, you see the change in colors around the Boise Valley. So next, as we look at these temperatures that are fall-like, also a part of fall will be some of the leaves and the colors that we'll be noticing here over the next few weeks. So temperatures around the Magic Valley will be up around 80 degrees. So most of the central mountains still remain cool into the lower 70s. The western mountains also will have temperatures into the 70s to mid 70s. So pretty nice temperatures. And then tomorrow we'll notice just a little bit warmer. As you see, some of these temperatures are adjusted into the upper 80s to close to 90 degrees, anywhere from an 88 to Meridian to about 86 in Mountain Home. And after today, we had an 84. So when we say warming up, you can see it's only a few degrees. Now, the next 7 days, we stay with these temperatures. And there's a few clouds around for tomorrow as we get into Wednesday. We talked about there could be an isolated thunderstorm, not really a big projection toward that. But after that, we're pretty much dry, and we stay into those 80s. But then we're watching maybe a chance of a few showers that could move into the middle of next week, which drops those temperatures from the mid-80s, possibly even into some 70s as we're looking down the line here for the next 10 days. Some of the weather that we really look forward to is coming our way here very, very soon. And we're going to be back with more news in just a moment.